Hello, my name is Abayomi Adeola Dela from Tsion Academy and founder of Tsion Academy. And this is my story. I grew up with one of the greatest gifts as a child, and that was access to quality education. My parents, even when it stretched them, they made sure that school was not negotiable, and they gave me learning stability and the confidence that I could become anything in life was one thing my dad kept ringing in my head. And that access has changed my life. It has changed my values, my voice, and my ability to dream beyond my environment. And this is what I believe that every child should have access to. As I grew older, especially during my years volunteering and in the non-profit space, developing communities, I saw a painful truth. Millions of children can never get the chance I was given. This chance that I was given made me today a barrister and solicitor of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and a global development expert and an educator. This access to education is lacked by a lot of children, not because they lack potential, but because they're simply not able to afford it. They're eager to learn, they have the drive and they have the passion, but they just cannot afford it. I started to meet children who were brilliant, curious, full of promise, and yet you find them on the street hawking, you find them in early labor, and you find them in really unsafe environments because education was not an option for them. And every time I saw one of these children, I couldn't but shake the question: why should the economy determine a child's future? Why should the economy determine, how far a child will go in life? How should the state of a country determine what a child should be able to do? And that question became a burden and then a conviction. And eventually it became a movement. Now, this movement led me to create a community of children who are passionate about getting to school. And we started with 49 children, and now we are in 180 kids in this community. This community is Tsion Academy. What we find is that in this community, a lot of children wake up each day not thinking about school bags, not thinking about homeworks, but about survival. How are they going to make it through that day into the next day? And many of our children come from home where feeding is uncertain. Parents or guardians work daily wage jobs. There's rent pressure, and it leads a lot of times to frequent displacement. And education is viewed as a luxury. I mean, if you are in school or you have access to education, it means that your parents have a lot of money, which should not be. A lot of these children also are from homes where their trauma, instability, and hunger affect how they grow and they learn. Now, meet Yusuf. Yusuf is a typical example of what we can do. He used to opt for his mom, and he had no money for school. And then one day he walked up to me and said, "Auntie, I want to be a pilot." But I never think that's ever possible. But today he's in school. He has been with us since he was in primary 4, and currently he's in GS2 as of now. Today he's in school and his dream is possible. And now this is a brutal fact. Many children like Yusuf are not in school because of $8. Now, I know that is ridiculous. Think about it. What can $8 do for you? What can $8, you get a box of pizza for $8, you get a box of milkshake for $8. But that same $8 is the reason why a lot of children are not in school. Now, what's the problem? Government interventions are slow, private schools are costly, and alternative learning models are scarce. 20 million plus children in Nigeria are out of school due to financial hardship. Low income families struggle with high tuition and lack of educational support. And also, existing schools are either unaffordable or they lack holistic learning resources. This is what increases the problem every single year and increases the number as well. Now, what's the solution we're bringing? Number one, we're building free schools. We're providing nursery to secondary education at no cost for children who cannot afford school. We're also sponsoring children, funding their tuition, and providing mentorship for children in low-cost schools. We're providing alternative learning models that would help them in vocational and leadership skills, not just to make money for themselves, but also be able to make money to run the school and also for their family, take them out of poverty. Creating community hubs and digital lessons for remote and underserved community. Now, who are we serving? We're serving children who are displaced, children who are out of school, or children who are at the verge of dropping out of school, but really want the access to education, really are passionate about going to school and really want to learn. And trust me, many children are. When you serve them an opportunity to learn, you serve them an opportunity for life. And these are the children that we deal with. Our vision is to expand to become a three-arm educational center with suitable schools across Nigeria. We're on a journey to get 1,000 out-of-school children back to school by 2020, by 2030. And our core values are compassion, excellence, accountability, communication, and ownership. We believe in sharing compassion first in these children and then bringing the values of excellence to make sure that in all that we do, we're excellent about it and we're bringing the best to them. We're also accountable to our stakeholders, to the children, their parents, and community at large. We also communicate our findings, we communicate our impact, and just communicate our journey to the public. And we get ownership. Every single person who is a staff, both academic and non-academic staff of Tsion Academy, takes ownership of the work that they're giving. And our mission is not just to educate, but also to nurture and empower children holistically, ensuring that they have foundation to build a better future for themselves, their communities, and the country at large. This will in turn elevate the power of nation building within these children, and this is what we're looking to see. We have been running since September 2023, and in the past almost 3 years, 2 years and 7 months, this is what our impact looks like. Since inception in 2020, when we started as just going to villages to teach them in different villages, it was a mobile school. We didn't have an exact location. This was our impact. We had reached 15,000 children. Right now we have enrolled over 180 children. And then we have also organized and created tutorials for over 500 children. We have 30 children trained in chess. We have 55 families who have been catered through our feeding programs and partnerships with other organizations. We have 35 kids who have been trained in the use of ICT. We have 300 children who have been fed because of our intervention, and 120 children who have, joined our school scholarship program. We have 85 big brothers and sisters for our children. These are people who individually train, mentor our children from time to time, and also fund their education within our school. We have 100 free uniforms given and provided for these children. 10 children have been brought into our home. Especially for some of them who have been displaced or are not doing well because of the condition of their home. We have 25 children who are already in junior secondary, and we have 27 of them who are in primary school, 79 of them who have been trained in arts and crafts. Now, this is a picture of what our central team looks like at the moment. Though some people have transitioned, but some people still remain. But we have a strong central team of people who are driving the work and making everything easy. Academic staff are not here at the moment, but this is the central team, the team that makes the things work within the organization and are the engine for the school to run. Our growth and sustainability. To ensure long-term sustainability, we created a monthly donor program that now supports over 80% of our recurring costs. We have a community guardianship model that involves parents and caregivers in school activities. We have a vocational and leadership skills center provided, and designed to build a future to generate income for the children and also for the school. We have a volunteer pipeline of over 78 skilled individuals supporting academics, vocational training, and mentorship. We have a growing social enterprise arms, which will sell groceries, books, and branded merchandise to support school operation. Now, what's our call to action? We are asking because at Tsion Academy, we believe that every child, regardless of their background, deserves access to quality education, safety, and dignity. We offer free holistic education to children from low-income, displaced, and underserved communities. But we cannot do this work on our own. So here's a few ways you can support. Number one, you can become a big brother or sister with 28,500,000 naira to sponsor our kids each year. And this amount goes for all of our children at the moment. If you like to support one child, you can go with 12,500 naira per month, and in dollars that's $8. So if you would like to get a link to this, please just send us, put up a comment in this video, and we'll follow up with you. You could also become a big fairy, providing food options with 15,960,000 naira. That's $10,650 per year for all our kids. So it just costs about 20,000 naira to get feeding done for per month for a child. So think about our 180 children and getting food to them. You could also make a one-time or recurring donation to support our general operations and facility maintenance. Our account details we'll put in the description below. You can partner with us as an individual or company or organization to build individual and impactful programs together. It's going to really go a long way. You can support our social enterprise by investing in it. It's called Tsion Impact Store, where we sell books, branded items to generate funds with $12,000 seed investment. You could also help to furnish our second facility in Lefe with equipment, furniture, stores, and funds up to $11,000. It's going to go a long way. You could also pay an advocate to amplify our work online and offline. Tell somebody about Tsion Academy, and this would do so much for us. Thank you so much. You could check us out on Instagram at Tsion Kids Home and School. You could also check our website www.tsionacademy.org.ng. Thank you so much for listening. If you have any questions or any contributions whatsoever, do not hesitate, please, to reach out to me, and make sure that at the end of the day, we would be doing impactful work together. I will be getting more children to school by 2030. Have a lovely day.